All right, good afternoon, everybody. First Alert Meteorologist Justin Bradford here. We are, again, giving a look at your First Alert forecast with an update here on some warmer temperatures. It's been 27 days since the last time we saw 40 degrees across most of mid-Michigan. We have now done that just about everywhere across the region today, unless you're well to the north. Even in that case, upper 30s is warmer than most of us have been lately. So we wanted to take a peek at what's kind of going on around mid-Michigan this afternoon. We're going to take a look here. You can see our live Skycam network out there. Again, got a lot of blue sky and filtered sunshine with overcast skies that could have been in store for us today, just have not occurred, and as a result, we've been able to overperform in many spots as far as where our temperatures are. You can see around the region, the highs today have made it into the 40s everywhere but Alma on our map here, and 41 in Lansing in the number so far, 44 in Jackson, one of the warmer locations, but everybody has got it back into those numbers, which is certainly good to have. You can see we are straddling the warm and cold air to the north. The chill that we've been dealing with for really the past several weeks is up off into Canada now. A few far places like northern upstate New York, Vermont, the typical cold spots, northern Maine, still seeing those temperatures, but we are back into a little bit of relief and reprieve, if you will, from that. It's in the 50s in Indianapolis. Middle 60s in St. Louis, and so that's even early this afternoon for them, so they're going to continue to warm up a little more today as well, and we still might not be done with our warming trend just yet, maybe up another degree or two before the mid-afternoon here gets on through the area. So taking a peek at that next 12 hours in our First Alert forecast here, down through the 30s this evening, and I do think it'll be a night we go back into the 20s, even if it is middle to upper 20s across most areas. But again, this is improvement versus where we've been lately. Certainly no secret there. We can see our satellite radar picture, the system off to the east of us moving that way, where they've got the colder temperatures as well, bringing snow showers. But it's looking like the next chance for precipitation we might see around here could come as something else. It doesn't necessarily mean all rain, could be a mixed bag, but either way, we're looking at some improvement to our forecast and something to watch as we head towards the weekend, because otherwise the weather's pretty quiet here. Those clouds that are kind of blanketed over Minnesota and Wisconsin, as well as the UP, they're going to be kind of shuffled into place here as we head into this evening and overnight, and so we will see these clouds eventually thicken up, though it's been nice to have this little pocket of clearing we've got out here this afternoon. So here's a breakdown. You're our First Alert hour-by-hour forecast headed into the rest of our evening here, continuing to go down into those low 30s by the time we get to sunset and beyond, and overnight I do think it's the 20s for us. Looks like we're going to stay dry, maybe a few places see a stray flake or flurry from time to time, but we are melting the snow over most of this forecast, although tomorrow will be a little cooler, and you'll see that here. Our hour by hour in the afternoon brings temps into the upper 20s. I think between the hours we probably hit 30 degrees most places, but it is a day where we see more clouds than sun. Of course, this time of year, all it takes is one little pocket, one little hole in the clouds to develop, and that can significantly impact our high temperature, usually in a good way, warming us back up. And so that's what I think we'll do in some spots as we get out into our Thursday, which you'll see here starts in the teens. And while we lose the numbers off the chart here, since it's a little too far out, I think it's probably lower 30s highs on Thursday, back around 30 to 32 degrees, depending on the location. But improvement, as we mentioned, going forward. And so here's your high temperature trend that we're going to see over the next several days. It's just kind of one brief step back here. Tomorrow to 30 and Thursday 31. After that, Friday has a good shot at getting back to 40. We're probably in those lower 40s this weekend, although there's still a lot to be determined about exact temperatures based on the storm track that we'll see with our next impactful system moving into the area. What we do know for certain, the warmest air in our First Alert forecast is going to occur late next weekend and into the following early week. You can see the numbers there, 44, 47, 46. Those could be the several day high temperatures that we have coming our way as we head towards President's Day next Monday. And so something to give you that too in the First Alert forecast. Here's taking a peek at what we've got going out in the next 10 days. And again, even overnight lows in the 20s and near 30, going to be an improvement, warmer than what we've been as of late. We're back at 44 on Monday and maybe even warmer for a day or two after that. Now, any of those showers would be rain. The one that we're going to watch is right after Valentine's Day on Saturday. That overnight into Sunday could be a little bit of a mixed bag. We're talking about potential for some snowflakes, talking about the potential for maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle, as well as a mix of rain and snow. So keeping an eye on that. It does right now, though, look like we should get back in the afternoon Sunday into some regular rain. And as I mentioned, that's still 5 or 6 days out, so it's possible that we do work this to be a fully rain-based system, or maybe it avoids the area completely. So be sure to check back for forecast updates on that with us as we go throughout these next several days. But as we've been mentioning, a lot to look forward to in this first alert forecast moving forward. We will continue, of course, to keep you informed as we go throughout our forecasts over the next few days. And so you can catch those anytime on our streaming platforms here, on social media sites, or for free in the First Alert Weather app, which again is available in the Apple App Store and on Google Play as well. First Alert meteorologist Andy Provenzano will have an updated forecast coming up for you at 5 o'clock in our 90 minutes of news, where you can also catch the latest breaking news stories. And so we'll have all that for you coming up. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.